Today I want to share with you one of the styles that I have been doing for so many years, especially when I had longer hair. I would do this faux fishtail twist braid using the little elastics. So this is truly a style that anybody can do with topsy tails, and it turns out so beautifully. So these are just the elastics I get from Target. They're super inexpensive, so when you take them out, you don't have to feel bad. There's a good amount of stretch. You don't want the ones that barely move. You absolutely want the ones with stretch. So I have curls from the last 2 days of curling my hair. Today, I just want my hair to be up and out of the way. I am going to part my hair further over just to get more volume going up, because I'm going to do the faux fishtail braid through this top part of my hair to pull it back. And then we're just gonna have a cute ponytail with all of this texture in the back when we're finished. So you want to make sure you're, leaving enough hair here in that crown area to go backwards, because that's where we're gonna pull out some volume. And kind of just make sure your hair is going in the direction you need it to, that there's no snarls or tangles. And we're gonna start by taking this first section, making sure you grab all that hair, kind of smooth it out a little bit, and then make sure you're directing it very centered. You don't want to like over direct or anything like that. Okay, we're going to put in that elastic. And here's the other thing with elastics: don't over tighten. This isn't a very thick chunk, but I really only need to wrap it about 3 times. Once you get to larger chunks of your hair, sometimes twice is enough. So just don't over tighten them. So now you're going to do your topsy tail, and you're going to split through the middle and just flip that inside out. And you're going to see all this beautiful texture that you have started. And I just like to give it a little tug on the outsides here to keep that volume. And then if you pull from like the underneath part, you can see it keeps the volume up top and tightens it down. All right, now we're going to go into our next section. I'm trying to make them thin enough so then that way I get lots of little texture all the way through. And I am going to include the other part here as I'm working my way down. So like now that the hair is getting thicker, I just wrapped it twice. So there's 2 ways you can actually do this style. You can leave that center piece of your hair out and like through the middle, or you can just combine it in to keep the sections super easy. So this is the easy way today that I am showing you. That way you're not thinking, oh, what do I need to do with that piece of hair? Just combine it all as you section going down. So here's kind of how it's starting to look as we move through. And I love how you're just gonna get all that texture going up. So again, another little section. And you can see I'm only wrapping it twice because I am adding more hair to it. Split in the middle of that piece of hair and flip through. And then where you want a little bit of volume, just kind of tug it outward. I will do another video to show how I would do this style, leaving the center down through the middle as well, so that way you have both options, and it does give a little bit different look. And when you pull tight, like you want to keep your hair closer to your actual root, so that way you don't have like weird tension everywhere. All right, and then my last section, I want to make sure I'm directing it So you want to put your hair tie how you are wanting to direct your hair. And because I'm doing a ponytail, I do want to direct it backwards. But look at all that cute little volume that we have. So I'm directing it behind my ear. Splitting in the middle and twisting. And now this one, since it's my last one, I don't want to put like a big bump there. I just want to kind of tighten it down. So that way I have that pull going this way. All right, Invisibobbles. If you do not have the true legit Invisibobble brand, I highly suggest it because they just work so phenomenal. They have a power one for your workouts. They have these regular ones, which I absolutely love, but it holds your hair. I personally don't believe that it breaks your hair. And what I love is that you can like pull your hair out and create all this texture. And because it has so many ridges, your hair stays so nice. So here's where if you want super extra volume, you could absolutely backcomb that. You can do a little bit more. It just depends on what you like to do with your hair. I am just going to do a low ponytail because I have all of this fun hair back here. And I'm gonna wrap it probably about 4 times just to make sure it's nice and secure there. So when I start pulling on this hair to get that extra volume, that Invisibobble is going to. So my hair from my style is a little bit flatter right here at the crown than I want. So I am actually going to take some layers through the back and I'm gonna start back combing from here up, just to give my hair more lift and volume. And then I'm gonna section up and go to that next section because you wanna build it up. You need to build the base here to be able to fold that hair over and keep that volume. I'm typically not a huge backcomber, but since I'm on the last day of my hairstyle, I know I'll be washing it out. So when I comb out my hair, I'll have the elasticity, you know, the leave-in conditioners, all the things. So I do not ever want to comb through dry backcombed hair though to like restyle my hair another day. That is not something I want to do, especially with blonde hair. It's so much more fragile. Just go ahead and kind of, you know, work your way down the hair. And that was like, it was pretty flat. So yeah, I am getting a good amount of back combing in there just to have some lift and texture for this ponytail. Because I have all this beautiful texture here, we want to make sure we have some fun texture kind of everywhere. So you can kind of piece and play. And then what you want to do is you want to smooth out any little hairs that might be poking through a little bit with your back combing. All right. Now we have all of that texture. We're going to gently, so what I do is I grab my pony and then I kind of push it. I give it a little push because that is going to help you take, and while you're holding your hand, I'm just going to turn. So you push it to your head and then you start wrapping your pony, keeping that hair pushed to your head. That is going to keep a lot of this volume, and then you're going to wrap it your 4 times. Okay, we're going to gently pull out because now we have all that back combing, so we're going to keep that volume while we pull that hair out. And now here's a super big tip. Look at that, looks so much better. Here's a big tip on where you pull your ponytail to tighten it and to keep it lifted. You want to grab the hair from underneath your ponytail, right here underneath. Grab this hair and pull it up. This will tighten. That is going to tighten your ponytail from the bottom up, keeping all of this texture and volume in your hair. Look at that. But I have a nice, secure, tight ponytail. All right, and here is the finished style. You get all this texture and dimension. I have the lift in my hair from the back combing, a super cute, fun back ponytail. So yeah, if you have highlights, you get to see all the dimension and texture. So if you love this style, please like and subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends. I'm here to teach you fun looks, keeping everything always classy and fresh. If you love this makeup look, today it's brought to you by Pinks. I have my pink lips. I put my favorite lip plumper on and then I put a little gloss over. I have my pink cheese, my pink eye shadow look. I can custom build any makeup palettes. You can get your highlight, contour, foundation. I love sharing my favorite skincare, my anti-aging. So my goal for you here is to always keep everything quick, simple, yet you feel amazing and beautiful. So thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.